So, acolytes. The useless degree market is finally collapsing. Freaking finally. What the... I'm gonna be honest, those freaking degrees are just... I mean, the thing is, there are a lot of degrees that are actually functional, that do what they promise to do. But 70% of them are just a pure scam. And I am freaking so happy that a lot of people finally wake up to this. And by the way, it's from Raging Golden Eagle. So there's that. Let's just see what this is about.
More than 630,000 graduates are on benefits amid fears of the rise of Mickey Mouse degrees. Oh, you mean like grievance studies degrees? Like that's pretty much a catch-all for useless degrees that you literally just wasted your money on.
Exactly. And that's a lot of degrees. And by the way, those things aren't cheap. They cost a few K. It's not like $20 a month. I think it's about, the Durchschnitt is about 50,000. I assume. I'm not sure of. I didn't inform myself for a long time about it. No, I think the Durchschnitt is about 50,000 for something that you're never gonna use. That's such a waste of money, time, nerves, and everything.
More than 630,000 graduates are claiming benefits amid fears over the rise of Mickey Mouse degrees. According to the first data of its kind released to Parliament, a total of 639,000 people with honors degrees or similar level of qualifications are claiming universal credit. That means that more than 1 in 9 claimants are graduates, just 4% lower than proportion with no qualifications, which came to 849,000 people. This is kind of weird. So those with qualifications and those without qualifications adds up to, like, what is that, 38%? No, it's not even 30, it's 28. What about the rest? The data from the labor force survey on March to May of this year has been released to Parliament by the Airstream Statistics Authority, as the full-time employment rate for graduates has fallen from 61 to 59%. Oh, we're way past 69 at this point, huh?
Yep.
It comes as more graduates face earning the minimum.
He's, by the way, correct. Yeah.
Wage with the salary gap between the country's lowest earners and students leaving university becoming increasingly closer. How long have I been saying that college is the new high school? And soon, like, a bachelor's degree is just going to be something everyone expects you to have.
Yep.
And if you don't have one, then clearly there must be something wrong with you.
Yep.
But when everyone has one, now you're the minimum wage bottom feeder. Proven right yet again. The median real terms.
Yes, that's the thing. The entire thing is based on basically just having something so overwhelmingly often, and the thing that you have to actually get, probably in a few years, just a cashier's job, is so overwhelming and so expensive that the two-class system will be just not just invited in America. It will be embraced, and people just cannot afford it. Instead of actually looking at the achievements of a person, you look for a paper that they did. And how did this end? How is it right now? Is it good? Is it getting better? Is it getting better just because everybody has a fancy degree? No, it's getting worse. Time and time again. It's still getting worse. It's not just the political aspect, but also the freaking thing that the paper, at the end of the day, is useless. In some cases. If you need to bake a bread, you don't need a bachelor's. That's fine. And I'm gonna be honest. If you wanna hear my total honesty, you can learn to be a freaking doctor without studying. Without paying those few thousands, hundreds of thousands, in freaking study fees. You know how I know it? Because people always did it. since the beginning of time. The thing is that in the case specifically from the medicine is you get a centralized knowledge pool and everybody uses the same thing and they can advance on it. That's the positive side of it. But technically, you don't need it. You can grab a book, read it, do your stuff yourself, and then actually do it. Technically. You can be a freaking engineer, self-taught engineer. You can. You just don't have the papers. Everybody can learn everything. And universities should be a place where you learn it way more effective, quicker, on point, and learn the things that are centralized where you can just build upon it. Yeah, that's at least how I see
Salary
it.
for graduates age under 65 was 26,500 pounds. The study found with an increase of 500 pounds from the previous year. It's still less than inflation, isn't it?
Yep.
Survey did find that graduates more likely to be in work than non-graduates, with 88% of graduates in employment last year compared to 68% of non-grads. However, the figure for the number of graduates on universal credit will fuel worry for that so-called Mickey Mouse degrees are seeing students leave university without the skills they need to find a job. Well, the skills to find a job aren't that hard. You just got to lie. You got to be really good at lying. But keeping the job could be a different issue. And by could be, I mean,
Yeah.
it is a whole different animal.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The truth is, if you lie for a job and do like 50% of it, these days, people will say you're good. Yeah, the job market is. There are so many low skill freaks at their jobs that may have degrees or may not have degrees that are so shit at their job that if you just do half of the job that you are actually hired for, you're already good. You're above the Durchschnitt. It's sick.
Professor Alan Smithers, director of the Center of Indoctrination and Employment Research at Buckingham University, told the Telegraph these kinds of things are offered lead to degrees but don't qualify people for the kinds of employment that are available. Yeah, but then a lot of that is up. It's because of these idiots themselves. They literally just take the easiest degree field because they're like, oh, any degree is better than nothing.
No,
and then they end
bullshit.
up working a job they could have gotten without a degree, and they also have $200,000 in debt. Maybe nothing would have been better for you. Therefore, people work hard on the degrees courses for 3 years, then discover they don't have much earning potential in the labor market. And this is why I've been telling you guys from the fucking start. You need to do your research ahead of time. You need to know what the market's going to be ahead of time. Neil O'Brien, a Tory MP who obtained the data through parliamentary questions and is leading the party's policy development, said it revealed the serious problems with both welfare and low-value university courses. Students are running up huge debts, being promised the moon, and ending up on benefits. Well, they had access to the same resources the rest of us did to fact-check this shit, but they chose to listen and believe instead. Only a limited amount of sympathy I can have for him. Helen Whatley, Waitley, a shadow work and pension secretary, told the.
Wouldn't it be ironic if she's fat? Waitley. I hope so.
Today's graduates face a triple jeopardy of low-value degrees, a labor market crippled by labor's job taxes, and competition with AI for entry-level roles. And then requiring 10 years of experience for that entry-level role. Don't forget that. Now, the government needs to grip this challenge. Their failure to reform welfare and economic mismanagement threatens the future of a new generation. Yeah, what's going to happen when this generation is in charge? Yeah, it's going to get interesting, man. I mean...
Oh, for F's sake, acolytes. I'm gonna live long enough to actually see this. My poor non-existing eyes. I'm robbing them.
Meanwhile, the taxpayer is footing the bill for unpaid student loans and graduates on benefits. The government spokesman said, we remain committed to our principles to reform the welfare system, and those who can work should work. And if you need help with work, the government will support you. Last year, Daily Mail analysts revealed a wide range of novelty courses that were on offer to students who did not make their predicted grades on A-level results day. Oh, what? You don't meet the minimum requirement for what you really want to do? Oh, no, don't leave and not give us your money. No, you could take this get a degree on Taylor Swift. Yeah, you like Taylor Swift.
What? This is... And you know what the sad thing is? People will fall for it. I'm gonna be honest that there isn't even... I think Golden Eagle is just half joking there, because I am 100%. I think that 100% people would still take this degree. Yes, it could be totally useless, but people will do it and then still think, after taking a degree that's totally useless, they will still think that they are better than somebody who didn't take a degree. That's the sad part. Yeah.
Right? How'd you like to get a degree in studying Taylor Swift? We could give you one. I'm sure there'll be a job, like someone's going to want that for a job. I mean, trust me. I found that the UCAS clearing website showed 22 institutions offering courses in esports, 9 in social media, 3 in digital content creation, and 1 had a rap and MC course. And let me just say this again. I don't actually have a problem with these courses existing. If you only want to study them, be it as a hobby or whatever, I think you should be able to do that. That's fine. But when they start building degrees around this shit and tricking kids into taking it, like lying to them and telling them they'll be able to get a job.
Yeah.
The critics say that while courses sound fun, they may lack academic rigor due to low entry requirements and have only been created to increase funding, with universities facing tough financial challenges. Yup. They need...
How? This industry literally made billions over the last few years. Billions. And yet, for some reason, they didn't up the standards. They didn't up the freaking teachers. They didn't up the teacher salary. They didn't up the freaking... I don't know, they didn't make any extras for the freaking students. They cashed everything in, and now that the times are getting a bit worse, well, suddenly the money is gone. Yeah, there were just some freaks that just took the money and ran away with it. Duh!
Need to make line go up. They wish they could anyway. So Chris McGovern of the Campaign for Real Indoctrination said this is a money-making racket from cash-strapped universities. Well, here in the U.S., they don't have the same tuition freezing thing, and they're still doing it here. You realize that, right? They're placing their own interests above the best interests of these young people. Well, obviously, that's what they exist for. As the taxpayer has to finance the student loans that, in these cases, are unlikely to be paid off. No, that's because the government gave those guaranteed student loans. Just stop giving them. A university have a duty of care towards young people. Instead, they are exploiting them. Mickey Mouse degrees are invented to seduce young people into handing over large amounts of money and keep universities in business. Tuition fees and previously remained frozen at £9,250 per year in Airstrip 1 since current year -8. Indoctrination Secretary Bridget Phillipson told the House of Commons last November that said tuition fees cap was being increased by £285 per year due to severe financial challenges facing universities. Well, what about the severe financial challenges facing the students, though? So there have been significant real-term decline in their income due to rampant inflation in recent years. And also the rampant useless Mickey Mouse degrees. But you covered that. To them, to their credit, they did.
Yeah. If the entire thing. I hope it collapses so we can finally come back to normality. For fuck's sake. The bachelor requirements with some of those jobs are just so unhinged. It's honestly, as I said, I am of the not just belief, I seen it in front of my eyes, actually doing time and time again. And by the way, I am one of those liches that just basically goes in, learns to think while doing it, and then just a degree that took 3 years to do, well, I can learn this stuff in one. Thank you. F me. So annoying, and I'm so happy that the entire thing is collapsing. And I hope it collapses to total 0 so we can rebuild a new system. In America, in Germany, and everywhere. Because this is just going wrong. Maybe I'm a bit overdoing this, but in my opinion, this just shouldn't exist in the first place. But, acolytes, as it is, good night.